Hello family, I just wanted to come back and show you what I had in mind when I purchased these delicious blueberries earlier today. These are fresh organic blueberries, and you can buy this brand or something similar at most supermarkets that have their fair share of organic produce. Now, as you know, blueberries are loaded with antioxidants, cancer-fighting phytochemicals, and they just are good blood cleansers, great for clearing the skin and for your intestines as well, sweeping the intestines, and they're also great for cleaning your kidneys as well. So I'm going to make a blueberry smoothie and show you just how easy it is to make these blueberry smoothies or any fruit smoothies in the morning for breakfast. I have a couple of tips for you as I go. One of the things I want to let you know about, if you don't do this yourself, you may want to consider it, is purchasing these plastic shoe bins. I love using these in the kitchen. You want to invest in a few just for your kitchen purposes only. And what I like to do with these bins is use them to store my haul of greens. So I'll have, for instance, these are my little spinach leaves. I will buy them in bulk and wash them right after I get home, and then I'll let them drain and put them inside the shoe box. Close it up, and anytime I need my spinach, I have them ready, clean, to go. No one wants to take the time to go into the refrigerator and take out a bulk of a bunch of spinach, have to rip off what they want, wash it, and use it. It's just too much time in the kitchen. My motto is to save time so that you can have more time to enjoy your beautiful, blissful life as an organic child of God. Amen. So this is what you do. You keep them in here and you have them handy to just use for salads, for smoothies in this case, and it's going to make your life so much easier. So let's get started. First thing I like to do is add my soft ingredients into the blender. So I have an organic banana that I'll put in here. You can also peel your bananas and then put them in the little storage bags, like a Ziploc snack bag, and keep them in your refrigerator frozen, so you can just pop it out whenever you want to make your smoothie. You'll have a frozen banana. It tends to make the smoothies a little creamier and more ice cream-like, which is great. So after that, you want to just go on and get yourself a nice sweet organic apple. I always like to add apples into my smoothie. That's just part of Coach Carmen's basic smoothie recipe. You want to have an apple, you want to have a banana, and you want to have your greens and your fruit. Everything else you can be creative, but this is pretty much like the fundamental green smoothie basic. So just cut this up. Of course, I took the core out of the apple. I don't take the core out of the apple when I'm juicing the apple. I use the whole thing. But when I'm making a smoothie, I'm going to get the core out of the apple. Okay? So let's get this core out. Awesome. So you have your apple. Then you just go on and put your blueberries in there. These are the star of this smoothie. So I want a bunch of blueberries. They just have a taste for some beautiful blueberries. Alright, so it's about half of the package. The other thing is you'll go on and get your greens in there. I have loads of recipes that I share in my cookbook that are smoothie recipes. And a lot of them don't have greens, but I always tell people that if you are suffering from an illness, you really want to heal your body, you want to go on and add greens to everything that you make. Every smoothie you make, you want to get those greens in there. Okay, so So the next thing I like to add in my smoothies are flax seeds. I just take about a quarter of a cup of flax seeds, throw that in there. And this is where you have to, it depends on where you are in terms of your vegan lifestyle. Now, of course, this is soy milk. Some people have issues with the soy milk. Really, soy milk is not bad for you at all. It's pretty good for you, as a matter of fact, if you're using organic soy milk. But of course, this is pasteurized, which means it isn't raw. So you want to take that into consideration. It's vanilla, so it really adds a yummy taste to your smoothies. But after a while, you want to start to get free from that, from the soy milk thing. All right, so it's okay as you're getting started, but then after a while, you want to kind of wean yourself off. Go on there and get some ice cubes in. And one thing I just realized I forgot, my sweet. I like to add raisins to my smoothie. Actually, my husband came up with that for me, adding the raisins in the smoothie. So hold it for 1 second. Let me get my raisins. Okay, have my raisins. Usually do about half a cup of raisins. You can make it with less. Depends on how sweet you want. The blueberries are already sweet. You don't even really have to add the raisins. It depends on your sweet tooth. Again, eventually you will start eating less sweet, but to get started, you really want sweet, delicious flavors in your smoothies, because that's what's going to keep you from falling off the wagon, you know what I mean? So this is certified organic hemp protein powder in vanilla. You always want to incorporate your protein powder in your smoothies for lots of reasons, but as vegans, or if you're not a vegan, but if you're going that route, you want to make sure you add as much protein to just about everything you eat. Okay? All right, that's a whole nother teaching right there about the myths and the misconceptions of protein. But so that's pretty much it. Let's go on and get this puppy started. So turn it on. So let's give this a taste. Make sure it's up to Coach Carmen's standards. It has to be delicious. It has to be delicious. It's really good. Really good. If you wanted to, you can make it a little sweeter with a few more raisins. Another thing that I like to do is sweeten the smoothie when it needs a little more sweet. One of the best things to do is to use a package of stevia. And I love the vanilla stevia. Why? Because it's 0 glycemic and 0 calories. And you can add that extra kick of sweet without hurting yourself. So you just tear this open. I already did it. So just tear it open and pour that package of stevia in there, and you have that extra sweet and not spiking your blood sugar. Is really awesome. Awesome tip. So it's great for those who you're serving, who you're preparing food for, who like sweet, but they have issues with sweet, which we all do. Sugar is poison, obviously, right? Okay, so I also added some more ice. I just wanted to make it a little colder. Okay, this is it. So what I do is I always have an extra pint or two of smoothies in a refrigerator so that I can, if I'm going through the effort of making a smoothie, I want to make sure that I have enough for the day. So I love the mason jars for that purpose. You just fill up your mason jars, put them in the refrigerator, and you have another meal or two, depending on how much smoothie you make. Okay, so I think I'm going to have 2 pints of smoothies for later on. One for the afternoon and one for the evening. Or I may share one with a friend. It's another thing you can do when you make extra smoothies. Okay? So I truly believe in having smoothies and juices in your refrigerator. It keeps you on the right track. You get hungry, you know what to do. And this smoothie is for me right now. This is so delicious. So bursting with blueberries, it's really good. Really good. I like to say my grace over my